I hold it in my hand. It's 20 milligrams. It won't hurt to try it, right? Just this once? Adderall is treated casually on campus. If you want it, you can get it. Easily. It's a miracle drug that gives you crazy energy to stay up all night and study. It's a performance-enhancing drug. The assignments that would typically take you several hours to complete take only 30 minutes on Adderall. It's like the controlled form of coke or speed or meth, but it's a prescription, so it must be legal. People with prescriptions sell it or give it away to people who crave it for performance. And now that I know about it, it seems like everyone is on it. I could walk into the student center or main library and probably find someone to sell it to me within 5 or 10 minutes. How did I not think about taking this until now? I don't know if this is the answer, but I need something. I go into his kitchen and turn on the faucet. I put the pill in my mouth, and I bend my head over the sink and turn my head to let the faucet water run into my mouth. I get enough water in my mouth, and I stand up straight, and I swallow the pill. I'm nervous. I have no clue how this is going to affect me. I go into the living room of my boyfriend's house, and I sit down on the couch. He said it takes 15 to 20 minutes to kick in. I'm looking at the clock, counting down. I've stayed away from most drugs because addiction runs in my family. My mom would be sober one moment, and then the next moment she would walk back into the room completely drunk or high on Xanax. I learned to live by walking on eggshells. I also have a sister who is a drug addict who taught me to live on high alert, always in fight or flight mode, waiting for the tumult that would soon be brought on by one of her episodes, and ultimately her run-ins with the law. It was so lonely living with both of them. My dad traveled all the time for work, so I was left with my alcoholic mom, who was always too busy running her business, and my sister, who was the imperfect troublemaker. I wanted to be the opposite, and I was. I was the perfect child. I didn't make waves. I never argued. I always took a back seat to everyone else's attention-mongering. I mediated arguments between my sister and my parents. In fact, I mediated arguments between my parents. I wanted everyone to get along. I did what I was supposed to do, make good grades, work hard, and look pretty while doing it. I know the effects of taking Adderall when you don't have ADHD are similar to speed and coke, so, in the past, I didn't want to try it. I like to be in control. But I also like perfection. Maybe I will consider trading my control for the side effects: heart racing, sweating, intensity, stress, wired, sleepless, dry mouth, loss of appetite. I like drinking, but I reserve that for the weekends and the occasional weeknight. Building my resume, getting good grades, and working my part-time jobs are my priorities. Making sure I get a good job when I graduate is my top priority. I need to stay focused and in control. The tingling sensation in my fingertips begins on cue, just 15 minutes later. My heartbeat speeds up. I feel hot sensations and suddenly have the need to be doing something, a shot of motivation. Beforehand, I didn't have the willpower to finish studying for my chemistry test, but now, that's all I want to do. I need to study and study and study. I grab my backpack, I head to the library, and I study until 2 a.m. I've never studied that late. Well, I have, but I've never studied that much. Usually I get distracted and take breaks, but not tonight. With Adderall, I don't even stop to pee for 6 hours straight. There's something to this Adderall thing. It is a fucking miracle. Ryan hates how it makes him feel, which is disconnected and lifeless. He doesn't care about his grades or achieving. He just wants to be present and enjoy life. Adderall takes that from him. He values living in the moment more than schoolwork, which is too bad for him, but good for me, since he gives me half of his prescription. I take it to study, and when I have days when I'm at work and can use the extra energy, my Adderall is there for me. I love Adderall. Absolutely love it. The best part? I'm never hungry when I'm taking it. I've been taking it for the past 2 months, and I've lost 20 pounds, without diet or exercise. Adderall shuts off all the diet talk in my brain, and that's saying a lot because I'm always thinking about my weight and my body. I've lost 20 pounds, and I feel better than ever. I'm getting the best grades, and I'm balancing my overloaded schedule, all with ease. I'm working 2 jobs and going to class full-time, and I have a social life. Life doesn't get much better than this.